by March end you would have done more than 30 kilometers a day.
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you about something else that we talked about, and this was as far as the port-related issues were concerned, and you were planning to take the port corporatization policy in that sense to cabinet as well. One of the other issues that your government is grappling with is the problem of NPAs on account of the power sector as well as the steel sector. And there, in terms of input costs, the logistic distribution cost is very, very high. In fact, for the steel sector, as high as about 40 to 45%. For the power sector, I understand it's as high as about 30 to 35%. What is your ministry going to do in order to try and bring down the logistics costs?
Now we are going to start the inland waterways. We are going to start the ro-ro services for transport. And we have also sanctioned one scheme where for any jetty for passenger, any state have a proposal, 50% we are ready, we will give as a grant in aid for that, maximum up to 10 crores. And from container for the goods transport, if they want to make a jetty, water port there, we can win them 50% up to 25 crores. So this scheme is very good. And because of this new scheme, the ro-ro services, the transport services for the goods, the transport services for the passenger, it will increase and it will reduce the cost. Already I give the information. When you go by the road, if the cost is 1 rupees 50 paisa, for example, that is for railway is 1 rupees, and for water is 25 to 30 paisa. In all over the European countries, the industry is just nearer to the river. So now river side industrial development is very useful as far as the logistic is concerned. So I am trying my level best that how we can reduce this logistic cost, particularly the transport cost.
What is the timeline, sir? Because I understand that this is going to be part of your Sagarmala initiative that you're going to be announcing. What is going to be the timeline? Because this is a clear pain point that the industry is faced with today. By
taking more traffic on water, we can reduce the cost. I am giving you the example. In Mahanadi, the coal area, their coal production is 60 million ton. And now in due course of time, they will go up to 300 million ton. And I am planning that out of 300 million ton, 200 million ton on water. So we are working very hard. And within 2 years, I am confident that we will get good success.
What about the port corporatization policy, sir? And what about private investment in the sector, divesting within the port space? What is the plan of action there?
Already we had decided some expansion of new thing in Cochin shipyard. We are taking loan, and particularly the pension funds are labor ministry, they are ready to give us. At the same time, we are changing some laws. Regarding the corporatization, finance minister already declared in the budget, and we are studying the proposals. And
it's been a while, sir, since the budget, and it's been a while since our conversation where you promised that you would be taking the matter to cabinet shortly. So when do we anticipate forward movement on this front?
You are absolutely correct. This is one of the issue where it's a lacuna is there. Because the trade union creating, they have some reservation about it. We have to convince them. We are not against the labor. But some of the political party, they want to create an atmosphere in the country that we are anti-poor, anti-labor, anti-minority, anti-scheduled caste, anti-farmer. And that was one of the reasons that we have to convince the people that this is in the interest of you. And now the problem is that our economy's emphasis is how we can increase the employment potential, how we can increase the industrial growth rate, by which we can make our country strong. But we have to convince all these things to the stakeholders. And that is one of the problems that I am talking with the unions.
Okay.
And with the cooperation of the unions, I feel that we will be succeeding in this mission.
Okay. Let me ask you, as far as more action within the road space is concerned, and you have, of course, tried to de-risk the private sector and de-risk private sector balance sheets. What more can we expect in terms of hybrid models that you're likely to announce, where the sovereign will take on much more of the risk?
First of all, I will give good information. In this year, after the March, already new 9 BOT projects we have given work order to them. The first time. Last year it was only 3. So it is a good thing as far as the sector is concerned. Now the people have faith on the government. We are moving fast, transparently, and time bound. And that is one of the reasons is that we have just selected 20 projects in hybrid model.
Okay.
And within 4 months, we are going to start this 20 hybrid model project, which can also be very useful for the industry. And it will create more faith of the industry, of the government. It will create a good economic atmosphere. So we are moving fast now, and after these 20 projects, at least 100 of projects on the pipeline.
Under the hybrid model, are you looking at other models as well, where the cost of capital can be reduced?
The projects which are economically viable on the traffic density, IRR is good, we will go for PPP. But somewhere there is no economic viability there, we can go for hybrid model.
Okay. Of course, you've got the Motor Vehicle Act and you've got the Road Safety Bill as well, which you intend to take in the winter session. There's been a lot of representation on going back to strengthening the Road Safety Bill. The feeling is that it has been diluted significantly. What is the sense on that? Are we likely to see any changes?
No, actually, there are a lot of suggestions from the different departments of central government. And one thing is there is a dilution of the bill. So now I am deciding, I am going to present it to the PMO. What was my original bill was there, what was the suggestion given by the department, and ultimately the Prime Minister will take the decision, and then we will take the decision, we will submit this bill to the Parliament.
What are going to be your priorities for the rest of this calendar year? You have managed to move forward, at least as far as stuck road projects are concerned, across your various ministries. What will be the top 5 priorities now for the end of this calendar year and this financial year?
First of all, we are going to start from NHAI, National Highway Site Express Highway Network. The first axis control express highway is Easterly Bypass. That is a cost of 7,000 crores. I am going to start it within 15 days.
Okay.
The work will start. The second project immediately that we can start within a month. That is from Delhi to Meerut, where NH24, we are making 14-lane road there. So that is the second project, is an express highway. And third is Mumbai-Nagpur and Delhi to Katra through Ludhiana, Amritsar and Katra. So Nagpur to Mumbai and Delhi to Katra, it will take some time. The first is we are going to start the express highway. The second thing is we are thinking about to make NHAI international. That now NHAI will work in the different part of the world as a contractor having a huge experience. And third is, now we are making 1,200 roadside amenities. And fourth is, we are already have taken a decision to make 1% cost for plantation of the trees, plantation, transplantation, then beautification, and at the same time for the maintenance.
Okay.
So we want to make our road green. And in next 5 years, my plan is giving 5,000 crores from my budget for this green area.
Okay.
And that is one of the dreams.
If I can just pick up...
Last point. We are going to start a new mass rapid transport system in Delhi. It's from Dhola Kua to Manesar. It is a matrino, ponds are there, and just like ropeway they can move up to 70 kilometers. Within 2 months, we are going to start this first pilot project of cost of 4,000 crores and we want to complete it within 1 year and 10 months.
4,000 crores mass rapid transport system that connects Manesar to Dholakwa.
Yes.
And you're saying that this will be ready in a year?
Within 2 years.
Within 2 years. Okay. And is there a private...
You are mind well. You note everything in your diary.
I'm already noting, sir.
My credentials are such that no journalist in the country can challenge me.
Okay. Let me... that's an interesting point that you made. But let me ask you about NHAI going international, sir. What is the plan?
It is the plan.
What is the plan? How soon do we see this?
We have some offer from some of the countries, particularly from Nepal, from Bhutan, from many parts of the country, even from Iran also. So we were thinking about it. We have also started within 8 days in Mumbai. I am going to open an office of new Rail Port Connectivity Corporation. And this corporation is going to start of the rail network of 4,000 crores of 24 projects within 2 months.
Okay. So for this mass rapid transport system that you spoke about, is there a private party that's already been given the project, awarded this bid? What details can you share?
It is a pilot project. DPR is prepared. The 4,000 crore investment from their side. We're not going to invest anything. We are giving them right of way. And in place of right of way, they are giving us the equity. And the first pilot project is going to start. And I'm trying to, it is a make in India, made in India. I'm telling you a very interesting story. In the ponds, they make electronic sensor. The cost of electronic sensor, I said, no, you make in India. So the Israeli company quoted for 1 crore 10 lakhs. But in India, one of our company, Indian company, quoted only for 10 lakhs. Now that they are also making some manufacturing here in Bhopal. So now the problem is that this all thing will be indigenous and the capital cost of the metro is 350 crore rupees per kilometer and the capital cost for this project is 50 crores and I am confident that it can reduce up to 30 crores. So the capacity is same. So this can be a revolutionary change in the country and this is going to change the total scenario of this transport system.
Well, let's hope that it does indeed.
But it's a pilot project. First, I feel that we succeed in the first pilot project, then we will make it everywhere in the country.
Well, we wish you the very best of luck, sir, with that. Always a pleasure speaking with you, and thank you very much for articulating and sharing with us what more we can expect across your various ministries. I've noted down all the promises that you've made, so in our next conversation, I will come back and ask you for updates on that.
Ask me about my commitments. It will be great pleasure for me, and I'm very much confident that with the cooperation of my all officers and the peoples and all the people who are supporting me, we will be succeed in our mission.
Mr. Gadkari, always a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
With that, it's time for us to wrap up the CNBC TV 18 special. From all of us here, goodbye. Many thanks for watching.